Hello, everybody. Actually, according to my computer, I'm 1 minute early. Never been heard of before. A few minutes late is usually my style, but here I am, 1 minute early. And I'm here before everybody. I'm already buffering, so this is a very good start, isn't it? I don't know what's up with YouTube these days. Oh, what have I got? I'm sat on something wonky. I know it's buffering already, Karen. Hi, June. Oh. Hi, Rose. Hello, Chris. I did reply to you. Got my map up, if you can see. Got my map up. Not got any things on it yet, but I've got my map on it. Map up. Oh, hi, Miguel. Hi, Melly. I'm all asleep today. I do apologise because I've just taken 2 tablets because I've got a headache. Hi, Nathan. I have spoken to Kelly today. She's painting, or she has been painting. So I hope she manages to get on, you know. But she's got the boys, and I think she's got her friends' 2 boys there, so it's more likely to be bedlam. So whether she'll get on or not, I don't know. Yeah. So let me get me crochet. Oh, hi, Kenny. Connie, sorry, not Kenny. Changing into a Kenny, Connie. I know I've got a headache, but that's getting a bit daft. Oh, you're calling me Jen and I'm calling you Kenny. We're all right then, we're even. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. Well, I'm still ironing, people. I ironed on the deck for about an hour and a half the other day because it was beautiful in the sunshine and it was great. But I had to stop because my back was poorly. Yeah. Well, do you like it? Nice, isn't it? Woo! So then I ironed today for about an hour and a bit. And would you believe I've still got an enormous pile? Why do I buy clothes that need ironing? I must be mental. Yeah, my map's up. Now I've got to find the flags. I think I know where they are. And after I found the flags, it's all right, that's my WhatsApp. We've got a WhatsApp group on the street. And people are just chatting to each other. I mean, it's lovely that everybody's talking. I'm finding out hello, Moto, yeah. I'm finding out who my neighbours are now. I think I mentioned last week that when we moved on this street, a Japanese ironing machine, yeah, I'd love that, yeah. I'll never win the lottery, so yeah. Do I have a tumble dryer? I do, but my tumble dryer brings everything out dry and creased. Don't ask me why. I've tried dryer sheets, I've tried all sorts. I think perhaps I don't take them out fast enough once the tumble dryer's stopped. I have a habit of putting them in the tumble dryer, going in the front room and forgetting about them. So when they're dried and they're not taken out the tumble dryer, they tend to crease. I've tried putting ice cubes in, I've tried putting drops of water in and putting them back in again. Once they're creased, yeah. I don't know. I never realised how many dresses I had like this, you know, the plain dresses. Oh, it's probably overloaded, yeah. A bit like me, innit? I'm overloaded. Yeah, everybody else says, oh, I take them out the tumble dryer, they're fine, yeah. Oh, hi, Holly. I put a handful of ice cubes in. I have done that. What am I making? I'm making a top with no name. I'm using some yarn I got from Lolly's. It's called, do you know, I put this other light on and it's still not much better, is it? It's called Harmony and it's got all different colours in. And the nearer I get to the camera, the worse it goes. And I've put my diffuser light on at the side here as well, thinking that it would help, yeah. I'm just making a top very similar to Oh, I've got one of those steam iron things, you know, that you hang on a hanger, and they don't work. Well, mine doesn't anyway. They're all right on a t-shirt or a top. They get most of the wrinkles out. But anything that's critical, like jeans or anything like that, not that I wear jeans, but I have tried to iron my son's jeans with them. You know, I bought one of those because I thought, oh, you see, I can't stand up. So that's the main problem. That's why it takes me so long, because I'm sitting down ironing and I have to keep getting up to put the things on a hanger or something, and then sitting back down again and ironing a bit more. That's why I liked ironing on the deck. But today, the weather had really changed. Yeah, hi Ella. The weather had really changed today. It's gone quite cold, actually. Oh, hi Marsha. Hi Sandra. Yeah, this yarn's a bit, what's it to crochet with? Oh, it's all hooked up around my mirror. But what I do when it's anything like this, I think Miguel was asking about this, is I crochet in between the stitches. I don't even try to go into the stitches because it's so wrinkly, you know, so textured. I mean, I know Miguel has terrible trouble when he's trying to crochet with anything textured. But you can feel with your fingers where the hole is, you know, and you just stick your hook in the hole. So it's quite easy. You don't have to start fiddling about looking for the top of the stitch. Now I'm just making a top. Yeah, I found, yeah, no, I didn't find the original map, Ella. This is a different map. I had to buy a different one. I've never found the other map. So I've got this map. So now I've got to find my little flags and write everybody's name on and stick them in the flags. I mean, it's probably having to estimate where people are because it's only got a few of the names here. Well, hello, Kelly. Whee! Kelly's in the house. Exhausted from all her painting. I've been very studiously busy today. I've been ironing. Kelly, you would be proud of me, but I've still got a big pile for tomorrow. I don't know how, well, you've seen my pile, haven't you? Kelly's seen my ironing pile. It was like the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Or Pisa, is it not pizza? I'm happy today because I found that my food shop, my fast food shop still delivers. My niece said to me, oh, they won't be delivering, everything's stopped. It was still delivering. He did come to the door wearing a mask though, yeah. But it was good because I don't like cooking, as you know, and my back's been particularly this week, which we don't want to talk about. So, oh, that's lovely, Joe. She had a little girl on Mother's Day. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. Well, I'm lucky really because inside my porch, I've got a little stand that used to be in the bathroom. So anybody that comes to the door with a parcel or anything, they put it on the stand, not to me. Yeah, they put it on there. No, he didn't say trick or treat. My niece came and did me a bit of shopping, but I just asked her for a few basics, like, you know. Yeah, the clocks go back tonight, yeah. As if I'm not already knackered and I've got to lose an hour's sleep, yeah. I've got a headache, Kelly, but not one of your headaches. I've just got a headache. I think I've had my neck in a funny position. Yeah, I'm just making a top for the shop. It's just sort of like square neck with little tiny sleeves, yeah. Yeah, they go forward, yeah. What is it, spring? No, spring forward, yeah. Fall back, yeah. Yeah, but at least we'll be up early and it'll be nice and bright when we get up. That's what gets me down is dark mornings, yeah. Well, it's probably the ironing that did it with my neck, you know, at the funny angle, yeah. Still got a pile to do, Kelly. I don't think I've ironed since last summer. Oh dear. I'm terrible. I mean to iron as I go along. And I used to do that years ago. I used to have the ironing board in the, the back kitchen. When things came out of the dryer, I used to iron the things that had to be ironed and put them all away. Oh, my phone's going zzz. It is, it is, it is. Oh, it's the little girl down the road. Well, the lady down the road. She's showing the pictures of those little puppies when she had the puppies born. They must be about a year old now, the puppies, yeah. Oh, I hate ironing. It really creases me back. I have to sit down to do it, and even then but today it was hurting my shoulder of all things. So I had to give up. Kelly will probably have a massive headache tomorrow with all the painting she's been doing, and shoulder ache with painting. I hope you didn't carry on for hours and hours, Kelly. I hope you took a break. Yeah. Otherwise, self-isolation or no self-isolation, I should be down there to give you a punch. Yeah, if you've been overdoing it again, woman. Hello, Granny D. Hello, Jean. Hi, Jade. Hi, everybody. Yeah, your break was 4 kids. Yeah, well, you stop. It's not, you've got weeks to do this painting, yeah? You know a good masseuse? Does he have to fly over from from the US? I could do with one of those actually on my neck. Kelly's painting, aren't you, Kelly? I don't know if she's got her house sorted yet. I think that's going to be a while, yeah. Getting there slowly, aren't you, Kelly? Getting there slowly. Slowly but surely. Oh, yes. Hit my button, hit my button. It's like my buttons on here. I've got glittery ones. Can you see through? Couldn't decide what colour to put on it because I've got so many shades of lilacs and pinks. I've not really worn this cardigan. I think I made it at the wrong time of year. I think I made it when it was coming up to summer. So I've not really made it. With your landlord, Kelly, you will be dead of old age before they ever sort it out. Yeah. She needs to move anywhere away from where she is and anywhere away from that landlord she's got. Her landlord is, well, it's not a landlord, it's a housing association, but they're absolutely, nearly swore they're useless. Nearly got myself barred off YouTube then for swearing. Yeah. Hey, I got a message today, this morning. Hi, Linda. From YouTube saying I'd breached a copyright with the music. And I thought, I don't put music on. And I'd filmed the gay parade 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And somebody was just putting a complaint in against the music that I was using. Anyway, I went back and deleted the YouTube video. I thought, I'm not arguing. It's 5 years ago anyway. Nobody's going to be looking at it now, are they? But it's took them 5 years to complain I've got a copyrighted bit of music on my video. I just couldn't believe it because I'm thinking, I've not had any video for a long time. Oh, hi, Easton. I don't know how come that is. Hi, Christine. It was only a float going past, in the parade that must have been playing music. It wasn't like I had it in the background of my YouTube video. Hi, Carol. But the floats were going past and I was videoing the floats as they were going by. And somebody complained about one bit of music that I had on. have been about 60 pieces of music as these floats went past, and somebody complains about one of them. What did they want? Did they want the royalties for it? It was probably only on for about 2 seconds as the float went by. I'm always very careful not to have music or anything on, you know, that you can get barred for. Yeah. I mean, some people have got all this music on. I presume that they check it on, make sure that it's all in the, you know, public domain or whatever you call it before you put music on. But I'm always so scared of anything, so I've got some books I've got to read for my friend's little boy in America, Bear. And I don't know how to do it, really. I mean, I could do, if I do it on YouTube and make it private, I don't know whether I can just, whether it would count, if you know what I mean, if I just make it her to see it, or whether I would still be contravening copyright by reading it out. Yeah. She said to me, record it on a tape, but I don't think I've even got a tape recorder anymore now. You know, I just really don't know what to do. I've got all these books to read for him, and I don't know what to do with them. Because with them being Paddington Bear, they're bound to be in copyright, so I don't want to risk that. Yeah. Anybody in the UK with kids, is it Amazon have waived the fees for the kids to watch things on Amazon? Have I got it right? And then Joe Wicks is doing exercising every morning and at 9:30, I think. And also David Walliams is reading out 30 different stories for free. So if you've got kids, and well, you may be able to get them in America. Film it and send the SD card. Oh, that's a bit complicated. Kelly, you'll have to talk me through that one. Yeah. Oh, hi, Blue Heart Crochet. Yeah. Hi, Brittany. Hi, whatever. Whoever I'm missing. I've got Linda. Yeah, who else? Lynn. Yeah, I finally got the map up, Kelly. I put it up with some pins, but they're not right. They're not strong enough to go into the wood. The wood's very strong. I might actually put it up with some of that two-sided sticky tape stuff. See if that works better than these pins. I've got a feeling that it's just going to bounce out of these, yeah. The memory card from my camera, the tiny thing. Oh, right. But my camera doesn't last that long. I've done something to my camera, Kelly. My videos are now only lasting 30 minutes long, and my pictures have gone like that with black at the top and black at the bottom. So I've pressed something. Yeah. Well, I'll be glad when this quarantine's over. That means I'll have to buy a memory card, wouldn't I, to send it off. It'll have to be after all this is over anyway, because I'm not going to the post office. I'm making things for the shop, even though I know I can't post them off. But you know how it is. It'll all be sorted out one day. I've got every faith in it. That our shop will be up and running again soon, won't it, Kelly? So I'm just carrying on crocheting as if nothing's happening. But I'm obviously getting stir crazy because I've ironed, yeah. So that's... Should see my bedroom though. Ah, it's got piles and piles of ironing in it now that need putting away. My bedroom's just like worse than normal. Yeah, my son said it's about time I stayed in and crocheted some of the stash. I hope he hasn't seen the fact I bought more. Yeah, I haven't really been bothered, Kelly, to be truthful, because I can't get to the post office, and I believe it's closed most of the time anyway. So he opens certain hours. And I don't fancy going in the post office because there's always a queue. So, you know, you don't want to be standing next to somebody who's all germy. And I don't consider like posting something to be an absolute dire emergency. So I'm staying home at the minute. Government enforced crochet, yeah. Well, all us crafters are loving this, aren't we? Yeah, we're all good. Everybody's sewing and crocheting and knitting and painting and doing whatever. All the wives rubbing their hands because their husbands are home. And that job he promised to do about 6 years ago, she's going, well, you bought all the stuff. Oh, the fuzzies in what I got on. Yeah, some of it's fuzzy. Some of it's actually, you can't, do you know, I put this other light on thinking it'd be better. Some of it's actually got, oh, get the camera. Some of it's actually got sparkles in it. Can you see the little sparkles? The sparkles in the cream and the sparkles in the pink. And some of it's fluffy. That bit's, they're fluffy. Any old scraps. I like to gather up all the pinks, the lilacs and whatever that goes together. I'm a bit sort of anal about things like that. I've got that one I finished with all the yarn from Jill. And I sold one that was all greens, I think. And I've got, in the garage, I've got a box with all the reds in. I want to do one in red. But I thought red was more Christmassy, so I'm going to wait to make that till later. I had thought of doing one like spring colours, because Kelly and I were discussing spring colours. We may not see each other, but we still chat, if you know what I mean. You know, like lemons and greens and things that are all spring colours. That's what we've been thinking about. But obviously Kelly at the moment is too busy painting, so she won't be crocheting at the moment. I'm sure she'll get fed up of painting before very long. But I think she's lost her crojo at the minute. Somebody else was telling me that they'd lost their crojo. I'm the opposite. I found mine. Don't know where my crojo was, but I found it, yeah. Hi, Christina. Yeah, I need to find out how many rows I've got to do before I divide for the neck. Yeah, Kelly and I could do with a pulley, you know, where we tie a ball of wool on and go like that, like a big washing line. Yeah, I found my crojo. I might have gone a bit off a bit, but Kelly's lost hers, so. But she's found a painting crojo, so it's not all bad, is it? Yeah. Oh, Kelly likes greens. Don't you? Cowpat green, Kelly likes. If you ever send her any wool, send cowpat green. Yeah, my crojo disappears from time to time, but it usually returns. I don't worry about it too much. I usually read or something to it. The urge comes back to me. Sometimes if I start looking at things on, you know, what's it called? Pinterest or something like that. It comes back eventually, yeah. I've got to count how many rows I've got. Then I've got to do enough for the neck. Not got a pattern, you know me. All by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 27, 28, 29, 30, 32 rows. 32 rows. I did for the back. Oh, I'm getting hot. I think it's this lamp I've got on here. No, I've done it now. It's 32, Karen. Oh, too hot. It's that light here. Can you see the light? That. I brought that thinking it would be better, but all it's doing is making me very hot. So Yeah, we have to find Kelly's Crojo for her. It's no good. Never mind looking for Easter eggs, searching for Easter egg hunts. We need to find Kelly's Crojo. 3, 4, 23. I had 32, didn't I? 32. So I've already eaten my tea. 24. If I do another row, that's 6, 7, 8. That's 8 rows for either side of the neck. Let me see if that'll be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Plenty for either side of the neck. So I need to do one more row. Yeah, the day's so different today. It's been absolutely gorgeous. I've been out on the deck. The birds have been singing. It's been beautiful. I almost think it was summer. The nice thing is, because of all what's been happening, there's been no chemtrails going across the sky and no roaring of aeroplanes. It's been nice, really. Nice and peaceful. Apart from that damn bird. I'm sure my microphone picks it up. You heard that bird? It sits on top of the hedge. And as soon as I'm out on the thing, it starts twittering a bit. Oh, it rained, Kelly. It didn't rain here. It's been very cold and windy, but it didn't rain. It was beautiful for a bit, yeah. Oh, the last 2 or 3 days, it's been absolutely gorgeous here. I've had the door open. The rain's keeping the riffraff. I wish the rain would keep our riffraff home. Some of the stupid kids are still dangling on street corners, yeah. The bird is having a conversation with me, I swear. As soon as I come in and stop filming, when I go back out with a book or something, it's quiet as a mouse. It just seems to like my company. And as soon as I go out on the deck, it starts. It's a pretty little bird as well. But I'm no good with birds, so I can't tell you what it is. They're all sparrows to me. Oh, you got booted. Hi, Cindy. I keep trying to catch it on film, on camera or something, but sadly, I don't make it, If it's sitting on the tree, I think it hears the camera go zzz as I tried to zoom in. Oh, hi, Jeannie. I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Hi, Magali. I'm doing very well, considering. So far, touch wood. I'm a picture of health. It was very strange today, though. I had supposed to go to the hospital, so of course they cancelled it, didn't they? So I've never had an appointment with a neurologist over the telephone before. But I tell you what, it was better in some respects. It was better. He asked me absolutely loads and loads and loads of questions, and I was answering him. And, you felt that he was actually listening to you. And I thought, oh, this is much better. Can I arrange to have telephone conversations for every hospital appointment I have to go to? It was great. So, yeah, I didn't know quite how it was going to work out. Because my son had one the other week with the GP. And I said to him, what was it about? Because he'd just come back from holiday. So I thought, well, I hope I haven't caught the CV thing. And he said, no, it was me asthma. He said, I don't know how you can have an asthma consultation over the phone. Yeah, I had a phone consultation with a specialist. It was great, actually, because he actually listened to me. He really did. He wasn't one of these who interrupts you, and starts diagnosing you when you've half said what you want to say. Yeah. Oh, we used to have budgies, don't I? Witter. They get on your nerves. My son had parakeets. They were terrible. You couldn't watch the TV for them. You had to cover them up. They were so noisy. You spun through the ad. Hi, Jill. What are you spinning through? Oh, yeah. I haven't got, I mean, I've missed Gigi. His daddy wasn't well, so he's been at home. And he didn't want to bring Gigi in case, Gigi carried the virus in on his fur. I did see, um, him on Wednesday, but I haven't seen him before or since. So I probably won't see him now until all this is over, which is terrible. Because fortunately, his dad's in a position where he can work from home, so he won't bring him round to me when he's working from home, really. So I don't know when I'm going to see my little Gigi now. uh, what's the wool I'm working with? It was some I got from Lolly's, the little wool shack it's called. Oh, it's called Armoni. 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 For some reason. Except me. My auntie, she had one called Peter. Oh, I do miss little Gigi, yeah. But I can't have a dog of my own. I can't walk it, and I can't afford to have a dog walker every day. I was just saying before, Cindy, that it's not easy to work with, but what I do when I'm working with anything fancy is I don't go into the stitch, I go into the gap, between the stitches, so you can feel the hole with your finger and just crochet into it, so you don't have to look, fiddle about trying to find the top of a stitch. Otherwise it would be impossible to crochet with, I think, this. I'm like that when I use eyelash yarn. I always go into the gap between the stitches rather than into the stitch, because eyelash yarn is a beggar to crochet with as well. So we'll see how we go on. That sounds a lovely lady. You can't do things like that in a supermarket. It's against the rules, against their insurance and everything. Oh. Yeah, if you get anything too fancy, try and pick something that you can just crochet into the holes, yeah, rather than the stitches. I know Miguel doesn't like fancy yarn. Yeah, but if she was reaching over, Miguel, she was getting closer to the cashier anyway, the silly fool. What does she want to do? Go and sit in the cashier's chair and scan them all herself? Silly beggar. My niece managed to get me some bits and pieces today. I only wanted bread and a few bits and bobs. So she managed to get me everything I wanted, apart from, what could she not get me? Oh, one brand of crisp bread. She had to get me a different brand of crisp breads. But apart from that, she got me everything I want. Yeah, we've got a lot of self-checkouts here, but I won't use them because I always think it's doing a cashier out of a job. So I refuse to use them. Did I get cake? No, but I sent away for my meal today. My niece was convinced that Just Eat thing wouldn't be delivering food. Anyway, I went online and they were. So I didn't bother buying things in to cook because I didn't know what they'd have, and I like to choose my own stuff. I've got loads and loads of stuff in the cupboard, and I've got loads of stuff in the freezer, so I don't really need anything. But I do like at the weekend sometimes to treat myself to a takeaway meal, yeah. Yeah, she should have gone somewhere else if she was that fussy. If the manager had been there, he should have chucked her out. There's enough going on without being nasty to people in the shops. Gosh, they're doing the best. I mean, I've got a friend who works in a supermarket, and she said every day, like, people swear at her, stuff like that. And I'm thinking, it's not their fault, you know. They can only put out what they've got to put out. They don't got loads of things hidden in the back, you know, that they keep for special customers. They haven't got any of that. If people weren't so greedy in the first place, they would have everything. They may not have everything you want, but they've got things to eat. It's time people went back to the basics again. Says me, who just ordered fast food, yeah. But you know what I mean. Oh my goodness me, Karen. 2 men rowing over some food. Oh, people are being so, oh, I don't know. I can't understand people these days. And I can't understand all these teenagers hanging about on street corners. They are bonkers. Now, they do need moving on by the police, I tell you. Somebody posted a video. There was about 10 young lads standing on a street corner. And of course, the horrible, scroty boys are all still out, you know, kicking car doors and spitting on people and stuff like that. I've wondered, where do the parents think they are? I tell you, if it was like that over here, I'd want to know where my son was. I wouldn't want him out in the street. You know, I'd want him home. Oh, you're under tornado watch. Oh, dearie me. You can see my beads today, Chad. They're not hiding. I just took my cardigan off so you can see them now. We don't really have tornadoes. They say that they can be tornadoes here, but they're like a bit of a mini tornado. Very, very high wind, and you know, it does whirl around a bit and you know, kind of rip roofs off and things like that. But I wouldn't like to live in a real tornado area. Must be scary. It's like earthquakes, and it wouldn't like to live anywhere where there's earthquakes. Thank goodness all we get here is rain. Yeah. Oh, I'd be terrified if there was anything like that. I don't like high winds. You know, gales. Well, we do get gales here, yeah. But I don't like them. They scare me. It's tornado season. Ugh. Tornado, oh, I'd have to move. I don't care if I moved to Alaska. I'd have to move if I was in a tornado zone. I think I've got to do 8 rows now. Oh, thank you. I hope you're talking to me and not everybody else. That was very big-headed of me, wasn't it, thinking that you're talking to me. But seeing I was the only one visible, I just assumed you were talking to me. Yeah, I found this dress. I ironed it. I can't remember when I last wore it. Probably about a year ago. Oh dear. This one's okay, but it's very staticky. You know, when you move your hand, it's like stuck to your arm or somewhere. Well, how's everybody doing for groceries? I think it's calming down a little over here. I'm not saying we've got all the groceries we need, but there are certain, you know, things. There's food, let's just say, in the shops. Might not be what you want, but there's food. Kelly's been busy cooking. She's been getting her stuff in, doing her cooking. I've got loads of stuff in my freezer, Chris, to be quite honest. That's why I didn't buy much today. Well, my niece didn't buy much for me today. It's just the bread and things like that. I even had enough for milk and stuff. There's no point in being greedy and buying stuff you don't need, because this is what starts all this flapping about, isn't it? I hope these people are stockpiling things. It all goes bad on them, and they have to throw it all away and waste their money. Was that mean of me? I mean, in the past I've thrown things out the freezer because it's gone to the back of the freezer and I've forgotten about it. And I've had to throw it away. So I hope they do that as well. I hope they have to throw away loads of their food. Oh, your hubby's still shopping the list. Yeah, you won't get everything you want, but if you get enough to eat, that's fine. Well, I'm shopping, as you know, for a fortnight, so I don't know what they're limiting to. Yeah. I've never frozen milk. I saw somewhere where somebody was freezing it. You know those little ice cube bag things that you buy, and you fill it up with water usually, don't you? Then you tie it off. Then once it's frozen, you can get like one ice cube at a time. Somebody was doing that milk. They were saying like for an old person, they could just take out, you know, just pop one little milk pod like into the tea. I suppose it would cool it down a lot, but it's better than not having any milk, isn't it? Yeah. Our local chemist or pharmacy, whatever you want to call it, was saying that if anybody was short of baby milk, they could go in and order it at the pharmacy. I don't know whether your niece has tried to do that, but even though the shops are, you know, selling it out, the pharmacy might be able to get you some. I think it's terrible if anybody's stockpiling baby milk. You know, that's really horrible. Oh, there's my phone again. It'll be my WhatsApp for the street. I have to look though, just in case it's a message. Several people were saying last week that they didn't get a notification that I was on live. Ian was saying that he never knew I was on. But I thought he would have known that I'm on a Saturday. Yeah. Oh, it's Kelly showing all the puppies. Somebody's trying to start up a little book library on the street. Oh, Moto, that's the name of the phone. When he switches on at first, it goes, hello, Moto. That's what it's all about, Miguel. Obviously, you don't have a phone from Moto. and you turn it off and on again. That's what it says. Hello, Moto. I'm still okay with toilet paper because I live on my own. And before all this started, I always buy, you know, because it's cheaper, I always buy a big pack of toilet rolls, even though I live on my own, because I always forget to buy it. So if I have a big pack, it lasts me quite a long time. So I just bought one before all this kerfuffle started. So a Moto. It's the name of the phone, Miguel. It's called Motorola. And when you switch it on, it goes, hello, Moto. So that's what it is. If you don't have a Motorola phone, you won't know what we're talking about. Yeah, you gotta love Miguel, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, dearie me. You doing all right for food, Miguel, or are you living on eggs? We can't get eggs over here, yeah. No, you're just confused as usual, Miguel. When my phone made a noise, right, Nathan said, hello, Moto, because that's the noise my phone makes. It goes, hello, Moto. Oh, Miguel. Will somebody tell him what's going on, for goodness sake? Oh, dear. Miguel, you keep us amused. Oh, dear. I've got an icky back for some reason or other. It's been my washing powder I used on this dress. Oh, dear. Mike Myers did the hello Moto, did he? I know the first time it happened to me, it turned itself on and off. I thought, what's that? Hello Moto. Oh, my niece is still working, even though she's not. She has to open up the school for the key workers' children. They're still in there, yeah. And even so, she's still got to go into work because they're setting all the, you know, the work for the children who are doing homeschooling. So she's been in work nearly every day this week, even though she's still not well. She's either had the virus or she's got over it, one of the two. We don't know for sure because she still couldn't get tested, which is rather stupid. You know, trying to get tested is just like, well. Oh, you got powdered milk and you can make bread, yeah. No, I'm not reading about tornadoes, Miguel. I read about tornadoes ages ago. It's your chat that's running slow, not mine. I'm reading what you just said, yeah. Yeah, because a lot of the kids think they're on a big holiday, don't they? A lot of the mothers do as well. Be a lot of dumb kids when they go back to school. They'll be able to tell the mothers who care and the ones who don't, won't they? No, we haven't got anybody called Moto in the group. It was my phone again that was making noises at me. I belong to a WhatsApp group that's on my street, and they talk to each other through my WhatsApp, talk to each other. So every time they talk to each other, it goes to me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 2 rows. Hoping I've got enough to finish this. Miguel, I think you need a gallon of the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, well, my son's got no kids at school, so and he's nothing to do with his grandkids' schooling. So I think my son's still working, to be quite honest, although I haven't asked him. I don't know what's happening. I haven't really rung him up to find out whether he's working or not. Because where he works on the, they've got supermarkets and stuff that are open, so yeah, I don't know. I never asked him. I did send him a message saying how was he the other day, and I didn't get an answer, so I presume he's okay. My son doesn't always answer me. He answers me when he feels like it or when he remembers. It's a good job I don't email him with anything vastly important, or send him a message with anything vastly important, because, you know, if I said, come quickly, I've broken my leg, you know. Mind you, if I did that, I'd have phoned him one time. Yeah. I got a big shipping order of all my meds. I rang up the chemist and said, you know, the pharmacy, and said, you know, what's going on? Can I order them all? And they said, yeah, order them away. So I ordered everything. So I've got everything now for about a month. So, oh, I've got itchy back. Oh, goodness. I said, can I have it delivered? Because I'm not coming out. And so they delivered it for me. Very good. Oh, hi, Dina. Oh, I've got injection day tomorrow. Now I can feel them when I've done my ironing, Sandra. Is the UK getting a stimulus check? What's one of those? Now you're confusing me. I don't know what one of those is. We're not getting any virus checks, no. They're just leaving us to it. They're just telling us to self-isolate, stop in, and that's the end of it. I've not been out the door apart from the dustbin. They cancelled my chiropodist appointment on Monday, but I'm not surprised. Am I getting any free dosh? No. I wouldn't get anything free anyway, Chris, because I get my pension come rain or shine, don't I? So I don't know about anybody who's working, what they can apply for. I really don't know. But I believe it's chaos. So I think it's every man for himself as far as getting any money is concerned. A lot of people are applying for things. People are self-employed and stuff like that are not allowed to work. Yeah. He's not had any iced coffee, Jane. That's why he's confused. I think he needs some quick. Miguel without his iced coffee is like, don't know what he is. Yeah. No, people, I believe, are applying for this benefit thing, but it's, as usual, you know, being Britain, it's general chaos. So, I mean, I'm okay really, because my pension gets paid to me because I'm on that kind of benefit. So I'm not like people who are earning a wage and don't get it, am I? Yeah. So it's one advantage of being old, isn't it? I still get money. 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. Oh, you don't like Starbucks, right? Yeah, all the craft fairs and everything's been stopped here. All the parks are shut. All sorts of stuff's been shut here. I feel sorry for the vendors because they're just not getting, their money back from, what they're spending. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The self-employed are telling them they can claim the money, but they're not getting anything. And if people haven't got savings, it's just terrible. As I say, I'm in a fortunate position as being retired. I get my pension, so a lot of people are not. I mean, imagine if I was still in the shop. I would have to close the shop down and I wouldn't have any money at all coming in. That would be terrible. I don't know how I'd manage. Yeah, well, the homeless won't have anybody to, ask for money because nobody's going past. And if anybody's going, they won't be going to work. They won't have any money, will they? So, well, Britain should stop handing out handouts to everybody else who seems to have more money than we do. It's time to put our handouts away. I don't mean handouts, just general little handouts. I mean handouts to billions and billions of money they give to abroad when half the time the country we're giving it to. Stay safe, Shad. We hope you're back soon. Hope the tornado passes by without coming back to you. Yeah, Miguel's a one-off, isn't he? That's for sure. There isn't two anywhere like you, Miguel. You're one of your own. Oh, dear. Take us in the closet. We had a cellar. So that's where my mum and that used to. Your chat must be really lagging behind, Miguel, because we stopped talking about moto ages ago. Your chat must be really way behind. No, we used to go in the cellar. Well, I wasn't around then, but my brother. And also there was an air raid shelter just across the road where they all used to. It took years to get you out of the closet, did it, Shad? Yeah, Miguel's text must be really lagging behind. Maybe that's why he never understands what we're talking about, because he's always way behind with the chat. He must have it on slow speed or something. Yeah, there's something wrong with your chat thing at the side, Miguel. Everybody else is in sync, I think. Everybody else is getting the messages at the same time as I'm saying them. Oh dear, it wouldn't be Saturday, would it? Oh, the white one, I finished it, yeah. It turned out nice, I think it has. I shouldn't blow my own trumpet, but I think it's turned out nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we don't wish to know that, Mr. DeVito. You've lost me again, have you, Jane? Yeah, if you leave and come back, maybe it'll catch itself up again. Oh dear, where would we be without Miguel? Oh dear. Wouldn't be half as much fun. Oh dear, well at least my headache on. Oh hi Jeanette. I didn't have one of your headaches, otherwise I wouldn't be on, would I? But I did have a headache before. And it was from ironing, I think, having my neck at a funny angle while I was ironing. Because I have to iron sitting down. How about now? How are you now? Are you catching up with everybody now? Depends what you can see. If you can see testing 1, 2, 3 and hello, then you're up to date again. Oh dear. Oh, I need to scratch my back. I must have washing powder that I'm allergic to or something. It's driving me crackers. Oh, gosh. Don't know about quarantine. I think I've got the smallpox or something. I'm all itchy. I don't think that's one of the symptoms. Oh, you're back now, Jane. Can you see me? Can you see me, Jane? Oh. Oh, you're back now, are you, Miguel? Right, good. You seem to be about half an hour behind everybody else. Oh, thank you, Dina. Yeah, I just finished it, yeah. It was quite quick to do, actually. It didn't take me long to do that at all. Yeah, it's a square neckline. I just did a bit of edging around it. I think I just did like a single crochet or whatever. He's cooking with gas now. Oh dear. Itchy coo, itchy coo. No, I'm not behind on reading it. I was keeping up. It was you that was way behind everybody else. I don't know where you were, but you weren't with us. You weren't with the Woolwich. And don't ask me to explain that. It was an advert that used to be on the TV. Are you with us? No, I'm with the Woolwich. Story of your life, yeah. But you're never with it, are you? Oh dear. There we go. Hello, Moto. Oh dear. Right, let me see if I've got decreased enough. I don't think I have. It's only trouble when you're not following a pattern and you're doing it yourself. You have to keep measuring everything to make sure you're on track. You're going to sleep now, are you, Kelly? Righty-ho. Well, enjoy your hour less in bed, Kelly. And just put you out to pasture with Fiber's cows, right? Okie dokie. Good night, Kelly. I won't wake you up in the morning because I'll be having a lie-in. I think it's just Kelly that's leaving at the minute, I think. Yeah, I'm not. Don't you bother waking me up either if you get up with the kids. I'm having a lie-in tomorrow. She'll be going to sleep with the paintbrush in her hand, knowing Kelly. So when she wakes up, she'll be ready. I don't think my bedroom's ever going to get painted the way things are at the minute. Still, it did get wallpapered. Yeah, I know where the pegs are. I do know where they are. They're over there. I just didn't reach them today. Because I'm thinking of taking the map down and pinning it up with some of that two-sided tape. Because I put little pins in it and they're not holding in the wood. So I think when I get the weight of the pegs on it, it'll fall down. Yeah. So I'm going to get some. I've got some two-sided sticky tape in the front room, so I'm going to use that. 6:07 in Florida. Well, it's 22:07 here in Manchester. Yeah. I mean, some of the homeless here in Manchester, they've been putting them up in hotels. I said, for goodness sake, we're going to be dragging them in, all the homeless from all surrounding areas. Go to Manchester, they put you up in a hotel. Good grief, we'll be doubling our population of homeless. I'm not being awful, but blimey. Can we check that they're regulars, please? Before we start giving them all a hotel room. Wouldn't want to stop in a hotel room after half of them have been there. I don't mean the normal homeless, I mean the druggies and the alkies. But they wreck the place. I hope they take advantage of the bath while they're in there. Deck stained. I don't know when my deck's ever going to get stained. If my son can't come out of his self-isolating, he won't be coming down to do my decking, will he? And he won't be able to go to the shops anyway to get the stuff to do it with, to stain it with, because all the shops are closed. So unless we can order it online, everything's going to be left as it is for the moment. I've waited long enough, haven't I? Oh, that's nice. You've got some flowers. I wish my son would hurry up and do it, then I can put the flowers up. I've got to make some as well because I need to make some leaves too. Because it's a big deck, so I've got to cover. You know, there's a big rail goes across. And I want to put quite a lot of flowers on it. I don't want like a flower and a flower and a flower. Yeah, they're genuine homeless, Linda. I feel sorry for them. But, you know, the alcoholics and the drug addicts and that, you know, they're just not going to know how to behave in a hotel. They're going to wreck the place. Because that's what they do. You try to help them and then, oh, hello, Shan. Hello. How are you doing? From isolation hell. Oh, they give them food and everything over here, Linda, a lot of them now. You know, they're putting some of them up in hotels and that, which is, but what it's doing is attracting people from other areas to come to Manchester because they've heard that they get put up in hotels. So they're coming from everywhere now. It's not just our Manchester homeless. We seem to have gained about twice as many as we had in the first place. You know, some of them are okay, they're just homeless, but others have been homeless for donkey's years. They don't want to live in anywhere. They prefer to be drunk on the street or stoned out of their brains. I haven't noticed any difference, to be quite honest, Sham, because I never go out anyway. How's Shorty going on with all this stopping in? Oh, that's just being daft, isn't it, Cindy? I mean, we have a lot of kids get homeless because their step-parents and that kick them out, you know. You know, their mother or their father gets married again. But a lot of them just want to leave home because they think they're under too many rules at home, which is silly. Because the rules at home are probably there just to keep them safe. But because they can't do exactly what they want when they want to, they just, I'm going to go, and they walk out then, don't they? And they're thinking, well, yeah, Kelly's doing homeschooling, but then she did it before, so it's not much difference to her to do it again. My niece is still working, you know, because she's doing all the homework and setting all the lessons that she's sending out, like. She's also doing some food parcels and that, you know, for the people who are low income and they relied on school meals and things to feed their kids. Well, the kids are in, they're not getting their breakfast, are they? And they're not getting their lunch, so. So food parcels are getting delivered, yeah, to those that are in dire need. Yeah, a lot of teenagers today, though, honestly, Cindy, they're yeah, they just want everything their way, don't they? And if it doesn't happen that way, they're like, oh, I'm going to leave. I mean, we just had to stick it out and stay, and I didn't always see eye to eye with my mum, but there's no way I was going to leave. You know, you just had to shut up and put up, didn't you, with your parents? I mean, my mum and I used to have some terrible rows sometimes, yeah, because I thought she was old-fashioned and not with it and all this jazz. And when you look back on it now when I grow up, you know, you think, what a little brat I was. I mean, my son went through the brat stage. I think they all do at some stage, don't they? No matter how good they are. They all go through the I want to do what I want to do, you're not telling me what to do. They all go through that. It's just part of growing up, isn't it, really? But some kids take it to extreme and they walk out, don't they? I wouldn't want my girl wandering the street. It's bad enough a guy, isn't it? But a girl, whoa. Too many predatory males out there. Waiting to make a fortune from your girl. I don't know. I think nobody's saying anything, Miguel. The chat has stopped, but I don't know why. Perhaps everybody's suddenly gone quiet. I was just thinking that myself. I thought it's all stopped, all gone quiet. Where's everybody gone? Is there anybody out there? Nobody's speaking. Oh gosh, that phone. You wouldn't mind a predatory male. Been a long while since I've had one of those, Linda. Tell you. Been a long while since I've had a male predatory or not. Oh, you're eating your late breakfast and now a coffee. I'm going to have my crisps in a minute because I've just finished this thing here. Oh. Somebody said they've got pandemic paranoia. They're talking about book swapping and having a little library thing, you know, at the end of the driveway. And they were just saying, well, you know, what about the germs on the book? And somebody was saying, well, you spray them all. And, you know, if you spray them when you take them, before you take them in the house and stuff like that. You know, pick them up with your gloves and then spray them and leave them in the open air. And he's getting pandemic paranoia, he says now, about the books. It was just a suggestion. We can do it after. Yeah, take a picture of the book and send it a day at a time. Yeah. Oh, you're having a huge yarn bar for you, Linda. I had one of those the other day. Where's Brittany? Where's Brittany? She come in. I didn't see her. Oh, hi, Faith. Didn't realise you'd come in. Where's... Oh, Brittany's there. Hi, Brittany. Well, I've done all the pieces for this bit now. I shall leave all the sewing up. Hi, Ruth. I'm fine. I don't know about the others, but I'm fine. I'm surviving so far. That's my bit done. That's what it's going to have. That's the neck of it. A bit wide, isn't it? But it's an overtop anyway. It's got to have edging done all the way around it, but I think I'm going to have to choose one of the colours because I've only got that left. Oh, for goodness sakes. That phone is going to drive and do that all night. Yeah, I've only got that left to do the edging with, so maybe I can choose, you know, one of the shades out of it. Oops, can you see the colours? They're quite pretty. One of the pastel shades out of it maybe, and use that for, you know, the edging. I could choose the pink, the green, any of these colours really, just to put a little edging around. Oh, you're going, are you now, Linda? Night all then. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, that won't even, it'll just about go around the neck once, I think. That. Oh, thank you, Dina. Oh. Oh, I've got a knot now. I got 5 balls of this and 4 of them were perfect. And the last one was all thick, thin bits I had to keep cutting out. I probably would have had a bit more left. Yeah, that's all I've got left now. So that won't do much of an edging or anything, will it? I only bought the pack of 5. I'm not, you know, I'm not going looking if she has any more left. I think I'll eat my crisps. What time is it? 20 past 10. The clocks don't go forward until the first time for 6 months. Because I never altered it, so it's been wrong for about 6 months now. So now it'll be right. Well, the clock in here is wrong anyway because it stopped ages ago. And I can't reach it to put a battery in it. And every time anybody comes that's taller than me, I forget to ask them. Oh, yeah. It's been about a week since I saw a video from Kim. You know, this clock up here is right at 25 past 5. Twice a day, that's right. I'm banned from going on ladders because I fall off them. So, and every time somebody taller comes, I forget to ask them to pull the clock down so I can put a battery in it. Oh, 4 weeks since the last video. Yeah, I'm having trouble with it, Faith. It keeps buffering. I hope she's okay. I hope she hasn't got any of the CB thing. My elder niece, I think she's had it. And now my younger niece down in London thinks she's got it. But from a different source, because the two nieces have never met for a long time. So they can't have infected each other. Oh, got another message. Somebody's offering a load of fantasy books here. Well, who wants them when they're covered in germs? Maybe later. I don't think anybody want mine because most of my books are crochet books. And I'm not giving any of them away. I was upstairs looking for a certain pattern in one of my magazines and I gave up because I didn't realise I had so many magazines. They are everywhere. Hello, my chat seems to have stopped again. Oh, well, I won't pat with mine. Even though I've got so many, I forget what's in them. I need to spend a whole day one day. Yeah, that's a bit creepy, isn't it? The bloke who delivered my takeaway, he had a mask on and his glove. And he didn't give it to me, put it on the side, you know, in my porch. And I picked it up from there. I hope he's wearing his mask, Sandra. I was watching Kalisha, it's called Quirky Monday Crochet or something. And she was sewing masks. You know, a sewing material, like double thickness sewing material. She said they're not like guaranteed to keep anything out, but it's better than wearing nothing, isn't it? She was wearing them, but she was making them for somebody who worked at the in the hospitals. The guy up the street gave me 3 masks. They were all sealed up in a bag because they'd been sealed up like sterile, if you know what I mean. So I offered my niece one today, but she said, I've already had it. That was a crisp going down the wrong way, by the way. That wasn't anything. Yeah, the masks are supposed to be those to work, but if they don't get issued with them, you know, any kind of mask is better than nothing, Nathan, I suppose, yeah. Piece of crisp went down the wrong hole there. It's my own fault, I shouldn't be eating crisps. Yeah, I mean, crocheted ones are not much good because they've got big holes in them, haven't they? But fabric ones are probably okay. Yeah, the UK's got a lot of people who've recovered, and so has, is it Italy? It's funny, but they're not broadcasting that, are they? They're just broadcasting the people who are dying. I wish they'd broadcast the people who are recovering. So a lot of people have recovered. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? I think this Kalisha, she's I mean, she's saying, not saying that they're good, the masks are good for that, but at least like a double fabric. And she's chosen like this heavy duty cotton fabric. And oh dear. No, I suppose not, unless they're proper. I suppose they're better than nothing. Yeah. Hi, BB. Yeah, the clocks are changing later today, and I've just got a crisp down the wrong hole. My coffee's too hot now. Oh, oh. I think I've got it up now. Oh dear. Yes, I mean the crochet ones are only good if you've got fabric in them as well, isn't it? Or a mask underneath them, yeah. But they're not much good, really. Everybody's making them, and I'm thinking, well, they're not much good, are they? I want to get everything through. Hi, Ginger. The thing that worries me more is not people coughing on me. It's like people touching door handles and stuff like that. I had to bring the bin in, you know, the rubbish bin in. So I had to get me wipe things and bring it in with that. Because the dustbin men were saying, even though they were wearing gloves, they're touching everybody's, everybody else's bin, so as well as they're touching yours. So even the gloves might protect them, but they're not protecting us for the bins because they're transferring whatever it is on the glove from one bin to another, aren't they? Yeah. It's definitely gone down the wrong hole, Miguel. It's gone into my breathing tube instead of my mouth and my stomach. Yeah, so I wrapped my wipe thing around the handle and brought it in. If I go out to the bin, I grab it with something. I don't just get over the handle. No, the only person who's come in has been my niece, and she's been sort of keeping a distance from me. She's just been bringing my shopping in. The Lark's Foot, I don't remember. It was in one of my crochet stitch books. I think somebody's done a tutorial on YouTube for the Lark's Foot stitch. No, the bin men are telling us not to touch the bin because they're wearing the same gloves. Is it called a pattern family? I think they're stitch tutorials. Quite a few people do tutorials on stitches, isn't there? I don't always watch them when they come up because I always think, well, if I want them, I'll watch, look them up later. Yeah, the spike stitch, yeah. There's one that looks like cats, isn't there, when you do it? One of the spike stitches where you go down a few rows and when it's done, it looks like little cats with ears. Amanda. I had a stitch book for absolutely ages, but I treated myself to a new stitch book a couple of months back. Hi there, Enid. Toilet paper scarf. Going to make you more hungry, Jill, because I've got a piece of cake that I had sent when I ordered my meal. And I didn't eat it then, because when I'd eaten my burger, I was too hot. There you go, people. You see it. Woo, 2 pieces of chocolate cake. What are you confused about now, Miguel? No, she's not saying that. She's saying that she thinks the stitch she's looking for is the spike stitch. Nonny May's giving away elastomer handles. Why did you have to change your YouTube profile? Oh, it's something to do with a competition. I see. I wasn't with it then. I was doing a Miguel. I was like, oh, no, there. Chocolate cake. Hey, should I be? No, I shouldn't be naughty, should I? Oh, it's a bit dry. What's it called? I know what you mean, but I don't know what it's called. Not Fimo, is it, or something? Fimo. You know what you mean? It's like a clay, isn't it? Then you bake it. I keep thinking of Fimo for some reason, but I might be wrong. How many more messages am I going to get? Go to bed with you lot. Somebody's saying she's missing her dog because he's at granddad's and she's on lockdown. So she misses her. She's got a pug. She misses the pug snoring. Yeah, it's Fimo, isn't it? A Fimo, something like that. I wouldn't know without looking it up, Miguel. I don't know offhand how to do the hound's foot stitch. Yeah, polymer clay. Yeah, that's what they do. A lot of people do the crochet hook handles, don't they? But I don't like it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be messing with it and cooking it if it's carcinogenic. I'm not one for doing things like that. Oh, my neighbours, yeah. It's nice though, Miguel. Everybody's getting to know each other. It's so lovely. Mine didn't cost me that much, Jill. They were on. I got them off. I got some off eBay and some off Amazon. I buy lots and lots of different hooks, and then I finish up. I can't use them. I've given away more hooks than I've kept. If I can't use them, I don't see any point in keeping them. So I either give them to Sue, give them to Kelly. Oh, I do. I get you mixed up. I know one's Jill and I know one's Enid, and I get them mixed up. I don't like the bamboo hooks. Not all bamboo. The bamboo hooks drag to me. You know, they use an all bamboo one. I can't get them to slide. They're dragging a bit. One of those, Miguel. Got a bamboo handle. I like the Susan Bakes because of the length. Too many people have got they put the hook right, the handle right up to the end of there. And I can't use them because they're too short there. Oh, I get everybody mixed up. Who am I? Who knows, Miguel? That's why you've got the handle. Who knows, isn't it? Who am I? Who knows? No, don't like the prim hooks at all. They don't slide for me. They drag. I never think of you as Blossom. Oh, I never use the free ones. They're always a bit naff, the free hooks. I always give them away as well. Why do I get everything at the corner of my mouth? Abner's crying his head off. My mum's name was Lucy, and everybody used to giggle when I said her name, but now it's coming back. The old name's coming back. This cake is very stodgy. Oh, Lucy is now, but when I used to have to say my mum's name at school, and they used to say, "What's your mum called?" They said Lucy, everybody used to dissolve into fits of laughter. She's known as Vic now, or Vicky. I can't call her Vicky. She doesn't look like a Vicky to me. Vic, maybe, but not Vicky. Well, it's the one you didn't get called Victoria then. I was called after both of my grandmas. Hi, Karen. It was a habit in the older days that you called after your grandmothers. Could have been worse though, couldn't it? I actually think Janet was a very old-fashioned name. Nearly all the Janets I know are about my age. There's not many youngsters called Janet. Oh, hi, Heather. Yeah, welcome. Oh, this chocolate is going everywhere. Oh, Christine booted you off. She wanted your full attention, no doubt. Oh, God, here we go again. One of my friends at school was called Gertrude, but they called her Truda. Jane's dog booted her off. Yeah, my friend hated a name like Gertrude. Can you imagine a child my age called Gertrude? Yeah. Well, you couldn't get back on again. Yeah, hello, Karen, yeah. Yeah, Truda wasn't so bad, but Gertrude, she hated Gertrude. Her mother was German. Gertrude is like a sort of German name, I think. My mum's brothers and sisters were all called short names. You know, they were Lucy, Ethel, Edith, Lena. They were Jack, Harry, Roy. They were all called very short names. Eva, that was another one, Eva. Oh, Philomena. That's a good old-fashioned name. Hazel, I've got a second cousin called Hazel. And my gardener's called Hazel. Why have I got chocolate? Oh, God. Can't take me anywhere, can you? Oh, I'm not looking forward to an hour less in bed tonight. Won't make any difference, though, because I'll just sleep in the morning. Whenever I try to lie in on a Sunday, somebody gets up early and starts with a lawnmower or something. Well, hello, my darling. How are you? Yes, I'm keeping very safe. Are you keeping safe too? Can't have anything else happening to us. Trev's in the house. Everybody, Trev's in the house. Bit of a cold, but you're all right. Well, stay back then. You've got to stay back. Keep your... How many meters is it apart? We don't want you breathing on us all. Yeah, Trevor's in the house. Yes. I don't know where Ian is again. He said he didn't get a notification last time. But I mean, he knows I'm always on this time. So, you know, I can't understand why he didn't come and have a look. Yeah, it's got to be a red carpet for Trev. Trev with his cough, with his cold. No cough, just a cold have you got, Trev? Why am I keep getting all these notifications? I watch a lady's YouTube. She's called Little Drops of Wonderful. She's called Ali. And her children are, what's she called, Leah? Is it Leah and Phoebe? She's got a Phoebe. All the Crafts channel is live now. Crocheting a retro style sweater. Whenever I get a notification that something's live, it's probably all gone. They tell me like ages after it's gone. Oh gosh, stop keep telling me these things. Oh, is that what it is? Nobody's getting any notifications. Yeah, Ian said he'd, like I said, oh, I didn't realise you were on last week. Somebody else said they'd missed it as well. Can't remember who that was. One of the regulars. Aunt Jen's baby sweater. Hmm. Oh, I didn't realise Canada was like that. I've got relatives in Canada. Yeah, I'm taking my vitamin D and my vitamin whatever and everything. Last minute Laura confuses me. All those plants she's got behind her. She looks like she's sitting in a greenhouse. I just couldn't get over it. There's all these massive plants everywhere. Yeah. I mean, I've got relatives in Canada, but they're English, if you know what I mean. Oh, I've got an itchy back. It's driving me nutty. Oh. No, I've never been to Canada, never been to America. Oh my goodness me. How daft is that? God, in England, I mean, blimey, we're like League of Nations. It always gets me when I watch the TV and I'm watching the, the credits roll by and who's the camera people and don't come from America. They're just like weird surnames from all over the world. Like, now looking at them thinking, oh gosh. Oh, I'm lucky, really. I've never really had that kind of... The only bullying I ever had was at work, just before I left. I had a real what's-it of a line manager. She really didn't like me. She was one of these, you will do as I tell you. You haven't got the grade to argue with me. Yeah, everybody's making those hats, not hate you. I wouldn't notice the difference, to be quite truthful, between a Canadian and an American accent. It's like people over here get mistaken with our accents from one county to another. I mean, especially Lancashire and Yorkshire people. People, you know, that aren't from round here can't tell the difference between us. Yeah. Oh, God, can you imagine if I'd have been still with my ex-husband and he'd caught the virus? Oh, my God. I'd have put him in the shed. Fed him his dinner with a grabber. Wouldn't have allowed him in the house if he'd have had a virus. He could stay outside. There's one thing about this self-isolation. They'll keep him away, won't it? He won't come to see me. How nice. Yeah. My next door neighbour, he won't come now because of the self-isolation. And I've got a what do you call it, a bookcase for him to put together for me that he said he'd put together for me. I can never tell an accent from another. I can just about tell a Texan one, but oh yeah, if Kelly had been here, Kelly had put the bookcase together as well. But oh, dating, gosh, yeah. They keep putting these adverts on the TV, like for these dating sites and that, over 50s dating sites. And I'm thinking, why bother? Who would want to date at this time of the crisis? Of the, you don't want to go out and, you know, date a stranger, would you? You want to go on a blind date with anybody at this kind of situation. I hope it does change the world. I hope you're right, Trev. Certainly brought out the selfish people. It's also brought out a lot of good people in that, but oh, Sue, yeah, Sue's Lancashire. She's from Darwin. Yeah, I have difficulty with sometimes the Irish accent when they speak really fast. Ugh. Oh, I did do the dating scene one time, Chris. Oh my God, did I get a lot of frogs? Oh, and they were nothing like the pictures. The pictures they posted must have been about 20 years old at least. Oh, Lord. You're going to hug random people when all this is over. No, I never met anybody that was half decent. But when I had a dating site, I gave it up a long time ago. I don't know how people meet people that they fall in love with because I didn't meet anybody. I just met all the frogs. It wasn't so much that they were horrible, it's just that um, they didn't put truthful photos up. My photos were totally truthful. You know, they were taken like the week before type of thing. Some photographs, I mean, they must have been 20 odd year old when they were thin. You know, they'd post pictures of them hiking up a hill or something. When you come to meet them, the only place they would have hiked up would be the bar stool. Why be so untruthful? It automatically puts you back up when you go in trying to meet this person. But of course they all recognised me because I looked like the photograph I put up. They're all, oh, hi, Jared. I'm like, God, this cannot be him. Please tell me this is not him. Oh, gosh, I've never dated anybody for about 15 years, Chris. Not even interested in having a date anymore. Happy on my own. I mean, when I was in my 50s, I thought I might meet somebody else, but that feeling passed after about 12 months of trying to date anybody on these dating sites. Dating sites were just not for me. Oh, gosh, yeah. No, it's longer than that for me. Must be. I don't think I've dated anybody since I left work. Maybe one. But that didn't last 2 minutes. You're very rude, you are, Trev. Trust you to lower the tone. I'm happy being single. I'd rather do my crochet. Rather do the crochet. Yeah. I only need a male sometimes for, you know, putting things together for me, like bookcases and stuff. Yeah, it didn't bother me being single. I've been single really since. Well, you meant crochet left-handed. I see what you mean, Trev. Yeah. No, I don't know. I used to get my fair share of attention when I was younger, but no, I met my husband at a folk music concert. But that's another story. I'd had different boyfriends before that, but our parents and grandparents would have just thought it was a load of what's it and just carried on with what they were doing. Are you? Am I E? I think you've not finished off your sentence there, Miguel. Oh, it's me I keep buffering, Jane. So it's just keeps happening. I'm only small and I always get the tall man. Yeah, my rolling cart, yeah. I eat my dinner off the top of it when I'm watching the TV. Oh, you're back now, baby. Okie dokie. Hi there. Yeah, I mean, don't forget our grandparents and parents lived through the bombs and all sorts of things dropping on them, and a virus wouldn't keep them lot in. You know, if they survived Hitler, they'll survive anything. I mean, I'm not being stupid. I'm not going out at all, but I don't go out anyway, so it's not really made a whole lot of difference to me. Yeah, I've heard people saying, oh, we're going stir crazy because we can't go out and all that jazz. And I'm like, I don't go out anyway. The only thing I miss doing my own shopping. You know, I like going to choose things in the shops. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean. You know, if I had to go out for food, I'd go out for food, yeah. But I'm not just going out for the sake of going out, no. Yeah, who knows whether they'll extend it or not. It's mostly just food shopping and stuff that I miss doing. Because when it's nice, I just go out and sit on my decking. I've got all the fresh air I need out there. I mean, I can't walk, so. She was saying during the war the Germans were shooting at little girls. That's what she was saying. Oh, all the teenagers are all out dangling on street corners just as usual, the idiots. People keep taking photographs of them and putting them on Facebook. I mean, the parents must know they're going out. Why don't they stop them? Oh, look at that great lumpy thing in the middle of New Wool. Oh, you finally worked out who Trevor Miguel are. Right, okay. Well, the Germans did all sorts of things during the war. Why do you think my dad's generation and my granddad's generation hated them so much? You know, my dad's generation found it very hard to forget or to forgive, yeah. Yeah, well, my uncle was taken prisoner by the Japanese and he was really, really tortured. It's affected his health all through his life. There was a lot of things went on in the name of war that you hope would never be repeated. My dad would never really talk about. Trev is Kiss My Stained Glass, and Miguel is Who Knows. If you're trying to keep everybody straight. Yeah, my dad would never talk about the war except the funny bits he would tell me when I was a child. Probably because he didn't want to scare me when I was just a child. You know, he wouldn't go on and on about, you know, anything that the Germans did to me. Because, like I say, I would only be a child when he came. I was born just after the war. Well, just as the war was ending, I was born. So, literally, I think I was actually born in the war, but it was almost over. And I'm Jan and I get everybody mixed up. Oh, that's good. We had it. We're not getting it again, I don't think, now until the end of the year, I think. A lot of the things that were supposed to have been started being filmed, a lot of our series in the UK have been stopped because of this. Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it, Trev? Makes you wonder whether it's germ warfare or something. If it's germ warfare, I think that's disgusting. It's ice yarn. Looks very pretty, but you can't see it. It looks very pretty, but it's rough on my fingers. It's cotton, Palermo cotton. I think it makes a nice scrubby. Yeah, I've got my doubts about it being natural. Oh, thanks, Karen. Yeah, I made that last week. It was quite a quick one to make, that one. I liked making it. This one's going to be a lacy open work top, but it's really hurting my fingers. It's cotton and it's got like little slubby things on it. Can you see? It's really hard to work with. I'm using a pattern for this, surprise, surprise. That's what I'm making. But it's, that's what I'm making. Very, very open work top. That's what I'm making. It's also got that on the back cover. But it's giving me a groove on my finger. Can you see the groove? Cutting a groove in my finger. No, this isn't my design, no. No, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. Very, very open work. It's like a beach top, really, isn't it? Yeah, there are some stupid people around. Hi, Brandon. Hi, McGrath. Yeah, I'm going to have a real groove in my finger before I finish this. Yeah, I'll have to do something. Otherwise, I'm going to have a groove in my finger. But I just wanted something with a bit of texture to make that top. Otherwise, if it was in plain yarn, it wouldn't look anything, would it? But this has got, oh, you can't see it. It's too dark in this corner. It's got a bit of texture to it. Oh, my bum's numb. Sitting on this chair, I've got pins and needles in my bum. Or butt, or whatever you want to call it, but I've got pins and needles in it. I must be sitting at an awkward angle. Redheads. I was born a redhead, would you believe? But then it went really, really dark brown. And now I think I'm grey. You can see all the grey coming through. I don't know when I'll be able to get my hair blonded again. I might be grey by the time all this is over. Oh dear. Well, at least they shot him down. What? The roof. Yeah, the roof never matches the fireplace. No, I don't think mine does. Oh dear. Oh gosh. The English Ground Forces. My dad worked on the guns. He was a gunner. He worked on the ACAC guns, whatever ACAC means. Aircraft, I think it's called, the aircraft gunners. He used to fire at the planes if they came anywhere near. But they used to call them the ACAC guns. I'll say I presume he meant aircraft. Oh, thank you, Grace. I actually had a cardigan on when I set off, but it's got a bit hot. Let's see my cardigan. Ooh, I love this cardigan. I hardly ever wear it. Yeah, it could be anti-aircraft, yeah. But I like it. It's one of those granny stitch ones. I love doing them. You know, all the colours that go together, yeah. Yeah, it could have been an anti-aircraft. He was on radar, my dad, yeah, as well. Radar and guns. He never actually went to Germany until after the war. I don't think Brandon knows what we're talking about, Miguel. You'll have to send him a message. Are you on Facebook, Brandon? I don't miss my son because I never see him anyway. You just send him an invitation from the page to join the page, yeah? Oh, you made a new video of you, Brandon. Is it in your name on YouTube? No, I very rarely see my son anyway. So, him being in self-isolation. I wouldn't know. I did send him a text message, but I've not had a reply. Oh, look at this. It keeps... See what keeps happening to it? It keeps ruffling up. Going into lumps. Oof. I'm going to have to crochet with it. I bought it, didn't I? Oh, my dad was... Obviously, I thought he was amazing because... Oh, you're going there now, Jane. Okie dokie. See you later. My dad was full of stories, and I wished I'd have taken more notice of him when I was younger, but you don't listen, do you, when you're young? He was full of all kinds of stories about where I used to live and, you know, the town I used to live in, and he knew things about what happened like in the 30s and the 20s, and I just wished I'd have listened to him more. You know, or had recordings of him, then I could listen to him now. But you just don't think that, do you, when you're younger? You sort of think your dad's going to always be there. Hello, Teresa. I'm fine. I don't know. I think everybody else seems to be fine as well. Yeah, I wished I'd have remembered half the stories my dad, like what happened to, what happened and somebody. And I think, oh, my dad would have known that. I wished I could ask him that because my dad would know the answer to that. When people post in this Royton and Oldham group I belong to, can anybody remember where such a thing is or was and that? And I'm going, oh, my dad would have known exactly where it was. What's the one food I'm missing? The emotion I'm feeling is just let's get on with it. I'm not frightened. I'm not. No, I'm not scared. Yours is state fear. I don't even know what I'm missing. What food I'm missing? I don't know. Not missing anything. Other tornadoes hit Jonesborough. Skipped her block. Oh my goodness. Mall roof got blown off. Oh my goodness me. No, I'm not missing anything. Not missing anything. I've managed to get hold of everything I normally eat. No, there's nothing I'm craving. And I'm definitely not being scared of this. I've lived through such a lot of things that this virus don't scare me. It must be scary living in a tornado zone. Oh, you're missing more wall and more projects. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. No, everything I can think of, I can get. I'm missing going out and about, obviously. But I don't go out much anyway, so I'm not missing it that much. I mean, I know some people are going stir crazy. But I suppose they're the kind of people who don't entertain themselves by, I have my YouTube, I've got my TV, I've got my crochet, I've got books. What more can you wish for? Yeah, my mum used to always say frost would kill anything. A good cold spell. Well, they've got no cases, have they? Is it the Arctic or the Antarctic where they were saying there's no cases of the CV up there? I always thought it probably was too cold for it to exist. I mean, they usually say heat, don't they, breeds the virus germs and stuff. For any other you know, for any other ailments. Don't know about this one, but, you know, heat makes everything spread, doesn't it? 90 degrees, good grief. We had that in the UK, everybody would be fainting over. Buff Carrot, do you crochet or knit? Because if you don't, you're on the wrong channel. Oh, well, it must be the Antarctic then, where people are living. Well, I think it's turned out quite nice. I wish you could see it. You can't see it, can you? We're not supposed to go out in the car now, unless it's a necessary journey. Thank you, Gloria. When did I first start doing crochet? I'll be about 13, which is a long time ago. More years than you were born. Redhead. No, I said I was a redhead when I was born, but I've been redheaded in my day, but they've always been from the help of a dye bottle. My friend was a natural redhead and she used to dye her hair black. And it was really strange to see her because when the regrowth came, she had these ginger roots, you know, and black hair. She had the most amazing golden red hair, yet she hated it. Your eBay shop? Well, mine's got nothing in it. And I'm glad my other shop's not doing anything at the minute, for once, because I don't want to have to go to the post office. My mum, I presume, taught me to knit, and but I taught myself how to crochet because my mum didn't know really how to do it, so I taught myself with the age of a book. No, I closed my eBay account ages ago. How are you managing to get it to make profit for you, Trev? I found out that, you know, they were taking so much off me that I wasn't getting any profit out of anything I was making. Hello, Ian. I was just mentioning before that last week you didn't get a notification. But he here. And we got Trev on. Trev's on today, Ian. Oh, I love my costume jewelry. You know I do, Trev. Look, I'm always wearing something. Now, apparently, Trev was saying that a lot of people are not getting notifications. Did you go to Black Sheep, Ian? He was floating with Bouncy Betty, was he? Did you buy anything nice? Or did you get anything nice bought for you? Does she double up as Bouncy Castle? dear. Ian was saying you were flirting with her in the pub. I would imagine it's a lady with rather large protrusions. To be bouncing Betty. Is she burlesque? That's what it sounded a good name for a burlesque dancer, wouldn't it? Bouncing Betty. If I was fit and younger, I would have loved to try the pole dancing. Yeah, someone to party by. I don't mean pole dancing where, you know, you do it stripped off or something like that. Yeah, apparently the notifications are not going through, baby. I would have loved to have done it, you know, for exercise. You know, when they have these classes, don't they, where you could do the pole dancing. Bouncing Betty. Yeah. There used to be a girl who worked at the co-op when I was at the shop, and she was like the image of that Marina. She was always tarted up to the gills, you know, loads and loads of makeup, false eyelashes on. I think they must have got the idea from her. I mean, we've all seen people like that. They must have got the idea from somebody. I think every town's got one, got a marina. We've got one in Press, which I see sometimes. She must cost her a fortune in makeup because she's always covered in it. Migraine's beginning. Well, take your pill. Take your pills before it gets a hold. Yeah, he's having iced coffee withdrawal. Should get a packet or something and make it yourself. Oh God, here we go again. Hello, Marto. What now? Why don't they go to bed? It's 11:30. Oh, God knows what's going on. Talking about Prince Charles. The map on the wall it needs putting on better. It needs I've got little flags, and I'm going to put on where people live in America, because I am useless with knowing where places are in America. It takes me all my time to know what English geography is like. So that's what I wanted to do, but I've put it on with some kind of pins, and they're not sticking into the wood. So I'm not going to put any flags on it yet. I'm going to get some of that two-sided sticky tape, and I'm going to put that on here. Well, you need to get some of that, a packet of that coffee that you can make yourself at home. I know it's not the same, but you know. Yeah, it's for our street, just a WhatsApp group, just for our street. We're all looking out for each other, you know, on the street. It's quite a long street, my street. Doesn't go anywhere. It's like a horseshoe, but it's just a long street. It's been nice for me because I don't know anybody's name. I don't know my young neighbours. Yeah, I've got this two-sided sort of sticky tape stuff because I don't want to put any flags in it at the minute because they wouldn't stick to the wall. The wood on my wall is really hard wood, and I can't put anything in it. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got any glue dots, but I've got, like I said, this two-sided sticky tape. There's not many towers in Texas, actually. Well, there is, but I don't think any of them are the ones you've mentioned. Oh, is it cowpat green, Ian? Stylecraft Naturals bamboo. I think Crafty Treats was showing something like that with the bamboo cotton. Yeah. Her fibres towels so small. It doesn't even have that plano that you talk about. It's not got that on in Texas. I think it's only got the main, big towns and stuff. There's a lot of places I'm going to have to be guided where I uh-huh. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to missing an hour tonight. Do I see Abilene? Is that in Texas? Yeah, Abilene's on my map, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is on there. You're not on Facebook, so you wouldn't know, Trev. You've got to join Facebook to come and join us. If you were on Facebook, we'd let you know. We would invite you, yeah? But you're not on Facebook because you're a pain. Oh, gosh, what now? One unread message. Oh. National Theatre Productions is to stream for free on YouTube. Oh, that's nice. You like live theatre? There's a lot of nice free things at the moment, isn't there, on YouTube, if you've got kids at home. They were saying that a lot of the books they can read and everything, they're making them free while all this is going on. And also, David Walliams has got 30 children's things that he reads out. And there's a lot of things. Then there's the exercise program that comes on at 9:30 our time every morning on YouTube with this Joe Wicks. He does exercising and stuff. There's quite a few free things at the moment. Yeah, there's quite a lot on YouTube, and it's nice to watch and stuff. I'm still trying to plough my way through all the YouTube videos I've missed in the first place. I've got hundreds of them in my email box to have not. Wichita Falls is on. Yeah, Abilene's on and Wichita Falls is on. In between them, there's Lubbock to the left and Fort Worth to the right. But there's nothing else mentioned between Abilene and Wichita Falls. You're playing quizzes on YouTube, yeah? I'm just catching up with everybody's crochet videos, to be quite truthful. There are so many that I'm missing. And, some I'm really enjoying watching. I like watching that Little Drops of Wonderful with Ali. She's doing like an everyday life with her kids and that as their home you know, from school at the moment, and you know, it's just really nice. Yeah. I like watching people's like everyday kind of lives. Yeah. Well, when they're interesting, that is. I mean, some people's videos are pretty boring, aren't they? Let's face it. Maybe some people think mine are boring. I don't know. But I watch some people's videos and I'm like, sorry, mate. Yeah. Yeah, you're in, put you down in Dallas. We've got Dallas, have we? Yeah, we've got Dallas. Yeah. My goodness, Texarkana. What's her name? Buffalo. You can make a video one day of your hens and Bubba and everything. Little pins. They're little flag things and they've got a pin on them. I'll have to just pin them to the paper though because I can't pin them into the wall. The wood on this wall is just like concrete. Can't get anything through. Yeah, he does put pictures of his hens on Facebook sometimes. Ian, you must have missed them. Your videos are very boring, Miguel, because you've not made any. Yeah, Miguel does have Facebook. Yeah. Hmm. I've got enough stuff in my freezer to last me for a year, I think. It's doing me good to not buy things and try and make things, you know, with what I've already got. It's doing me good because I never ever empty the freezer. I just keep buying more stuff and more stuff. And eventually I sort out the freezer and throw away stuff because it's all out of date. So I really do need to get to grips with my freezer. I got a message from a friend in America, and she saw this thing about the rations that people were given during the war in the UK. And she goes, "Is this really true or is this made up?" And I went, "No, it's really true. That's what people had to live on for the week. That was your rations, yeah." She's like, "Oh my goodness." You know, I think people of a certain generation have got no idea of what it was like to have no food. I mean, they're moaning now because they can't get the right brand of cornflakes and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't know how they would do in the war where they couldn't get anything. Yeah, if you didn't get about any hens and stuff, then yeah. Yeah, I'm not a prepper, but I've always had a very good wardrobe. No, I haven't had a very good wardrobe. I've had a very good cupboard. Although I've got wardrobes on my mind. When my niece came and she saw everything hanging up that I'd already ironed, and she goes, "Where the heck are you going to put all that? It's never going to fit in your wardrobe." I'll be back to bulging wardrobes again. I must have ironed about 10 of these in different colours, these dresses. I didn't realise I had so many. And about 3 of them were black. 3 black ones, and every other colour under the rainbow, including the bright pink one that I don't remember wearing. An absolutely shocking pink one. When did I buy that? Oh, you've added Miguel, have you? freeze eggs. You can if you can get hold of them. The supermarkets don't have any eggs, but a lot of these organic type shops and that have them. But they're a lot, obviously a lot more expensive from these organic places. But they've had a lot of stuff in them. Yeah, don't wash eggs. Whatever you do, don't wash them. Because they're porous, the eggshells. No, I've never frozen eggs. I've never frozen milk either. I suppose because I've always never had to. Yeah. I'm not too bad because I've actually still got. When I need eggs, I'll look for somebody who has them. Yeah. No, you shouldn't wash eggs. Yeah, the shells are porous, so if you wash them, you put in water, like soaking into the eggs, and you could be letting germs in and everything. So they're better off just left as they are. I mean, my friend was telling me that they bleach eggs over there. No, I never bought into that bit there, Trev. I always had the eggs, and I always had my eggs runny. It was like this hard boiling, like Edwina said we had to boil our eggs till they were hard boiled. Yeah, I think the US have got an obsession with bleach and everything. It's like washing chickens in it with bleach or something. That's why we won't have your chickens. The English people will not have your chickens. Yeah, they also say you shouldn't keep eggs in the fridge. I mean, I do, but they say it's not good for you to keep eggs in the fridge. I don't know why, it's just natural that I do, but they're never in the fridge in the supermarkets. Yeah, I like my dippy egg. It's got to be dippy. I like a poached egg, but it's got to be runny. Well, no, they say that you should. I mean, I put my eggs in the fridge, and I think a lot of people. No, they're not refrigerated here. They're just left on the shelf on the shop floor. The eggs. Oh, I've got some Cadbury's eggs. Yeah. Woohoo! No, they don't put them in the fridge over here. The eggs. Yeah, I don't know why I put them in the fridge. It's just I put fresh fruit in the bin in the. Oh, I don't like solid scrambled eggs. They're horrible if it's too solid. You've got to be a bit sort of not runny, but you know what I mean. They've got to be a little bit loose textured scrambled eggs. I don't like them when they're sort of solid set. I don't like omelettes, funny thing. I don't know why I don't like an omelette. I can eat a scrambled egg, I can eat any kind of egg, but I do not like an omelette. Well, where do they think they come from, Miguel? They won't eat fresh eggs and they get them from a supermarket. Where do they think the supermarket eggs come from? Yeah, I like my fried eggs runny. I don't like any eggs that are solid, unless I'm doing a hard-boiled egg for a sandwich. You know, like you're doing egg mayonnaise or something like that. But I don't like, occasionally when you're boiling an egg and you leave them too long and they're solid, and I don't like that. If I boiled them too long and they've gone solid, I have to chop them up and put them in, a cup, chop them up with some butter. Because I can't eat them as hard-boiled eggs, unless I'm putting them on a sandwich, like I said. Yeah, egg and tomato. I like egg and cress as well. White shelled eggs. Yeah. Now, I was talking to a friend, and she said that all eggs in supermarkets are white. And I'm like, no, they're brown over here. Oh, you rinse your dish. No, we don't do that. I suppose they would if they were in a dishwasher, they'd get rinsed, wouldn't they? But I don't have a dishwasher. I'm not that fancy. My kitchen's tiny, so I've got no room um, to put a dishwasher. Even if I could afford one, I've got nowhere to put it. I don't think I've ever eaten a pickled egg. And I'm funny with Scotch eggs as well, because sometimes they're all dry and with the stuffing and stuff. Blech. You can get a nice Scotch egg, they're nice, where the sausage meat and stuff's all nice and moist. But I don't like when you get them sometimes they're as dry as dust. What about them 100-year eggs that they sell, the Chinese or something? What the heck are all that about? I know they dye some eggs red, don't they, for special occasions, like babies being born or something like that. I don't know what they are, whether they're pickled eggs or what they are. But the 100-year eggs, what's that? You must use too much washing up liquid then. My fairy liquid bottle lasts me months. Unless my friend comes and she washes everything under running water. So she's wasting all my hot water and she's wasting all my squeegee. Yeah, she turns the hot tap on and puts the plate underneath it, squirts it with washing up liquid, and then she uses the scrubber brush and that to clean it. And that's what she does with everything, yeah. I think my lot have gone to bed now. It's 12 o'clock near enough. Now, I must admit, I've only ever eaten hen's eggs. I've never eaten any other kind of eggs, that they sell in the supermarket. No, you'd be all right in the summer, won't you? Miguel will be all right for his spinach and stuff. I keep thinking I should try, but it means getting No, I've not had duck eggs either. Not had any other kind of eggs. Except hen's eggs. They sell different kind of eggs in the supermarket. Well, they do when they've got them, if you know what I mean. But, all right, good night, Rebecca. We'll see you next week, love. Yeah, very boring with eggs. I just eat hen's eggs. I could buy duck's eggs if I wanted to, but I could buy not quail's eggs, but I could buy it's different kinds of eggs anyway in the supermarket. I can't get into avocado. I really can't. You know, this mashed up avocado, it just tastes greasy to me. When they have the outdoor market sometimes here, there used to be a guy who sold duck eggs, yeah. But I've never eaten one. Well, not knowingly. Maybe I have, but I don't think so. She's up in Ohio, I think. Yeah, she's up in Ohio. She buys brown eggs off somebody who keeps hens, who works with her husband. Takes me all my time to wash them up, Miguel. I mind about rinsing them as well. That'd be one extra step. What have you all got planned for tomorrow? I plan on staying in bed because the clocks go forward. Yeah, white eggs have been bleached. That's what my friend was saying. I don't know. Because we don't really have white eggs over here. They're all brown. Oh, you've been down the Wikipedia rabbit hole. So you start off looking one thing up, don't you, on the net? And you finish up down some complete strange alley. It's amazing what you find out when you're not looking. You can look up something completely innocuous. Tomorrow you're listing more. How are you making? Oh, you got eBay, right? Not Etsy. I just got to say, how do you make it pay if you're on Etsy? Oops, I'm going to go to sleep according to this. Oh, we Brits have. I don't know. Guts and determination, we Brits have got. I don't think we're so much nowadays, but we used to be, best army and stuff like that. But not so much these days because there's not much of us now because they should cut the army right down. It was kind of like a job for life, really, if you went into the army. Or I can't can't sell my things on eBay because my stuff's too expensive to go on eBay, Trev. We want to start bidding at 99 pence or something. You know. If I had sold smaller items, maybe. But I see beautiful, beautiful hand-knitted cardigans for babies and that on eBay going for peanuts. And I'm like, oh, you know, you couldn't possibly knit them for that. It would break my heart. Really would. I mean, my stuff, I just wouldn't get the money at all for what I would want, you know, for doing things. But they make you laugh, like, you know, everybody's finding a struggle. Everybody in crafting's finding it a struggle to sell things. I don't care who they are. It is. And yet people are sending out these videos saying, you should be charging this, that, and the other for your stuff. And I'm like, hang on a minute, you know. I'm not selling much at the moment, but I wouldn't sell anything if I charged that. You know, have faith in your stuff, it's saying, like, charge how much you want for it. And yeah, right. It's like that black sweater I'm half crocheting at the moment. If I was to charge for my time for that or something, I'd probably have to put about £100 on just for my time alone, because it's took me forever. Because it's on such a tiny hook and such thin yarn that I'll never get my money back on that. It's definitely going to be one of a kind. Oh yeah. Whoops. I've got a little message from Rose there. Rose in the Philippines. That girl is so talented, I tell you. But people are pulling off Etsy left, right, and centre, aren't they? Especially with all this, you know, you've got to pay for the advertising, you've got to do this. If you sell above a certain thing, you can't pull out this advertising, and it's so much a month. And everybody's like, no way. I mean, Kelly paid once, you know, for this advertising that you could pay for. That's supposed to bring you up into the sales figures and stuff. She didn't have one more footfall after she'd done that. She didn't have one more person visiting her site. And she paid this money that was supposed to be raising her profile up so that so many people would see her, yeah. I would think that a lot of people in America have got British links. Because a lot of people emigrated over from Ireland and everywhere over to America. You know, especially when the potato famine was on. You got so many Irish coming over then to find work. Because they just had no work in Ireland and they were starving. So that's why you got so many Irish over there. Yeah, I closed down. Well, I haven't closed my Etsy shop. It's still there. There's nothing in it. I just couldn't make it pay. Just couldn't. You know, it's just. A lot of these genealogy pages, though, they have to pay so much money. I mean, they keep sending me these emails saying, we have found a match for you. It's your fifth cousin, like twice removed. And then when you click on it, like it's saying, oh, you have to pay so much for the year or something to get to see this person. And I'm thinking, if she's a fifth cousin, like twice removed, I don't think I want to know anyway. Yeah, that would be a good time to sell craft packs, but I don't do things like that. Oh, you're going, McGrath. We'll see you next week. Yeah. Bye, love. Yeah, I'm just not listing anything really on my shop at the minute. Making things, but not listing them. When it's all over and that, I can get to the post office and I'll start listing again. Just making stock when I'm just sat here, trying to work my way through some of my stash. Get that down. My ancestry is supposed to be French, but when I did that ancestry.com or whatever, it didn't say anything. But then I read on another site saying that the French didn't keep DNA samples or sites or anything like that. They didn't keep it until recently, kind of thing. So anybody who's got a French heritage and that, it's difficult for them to find. Difficult for you to find out. Yeah. Yeah, my relatives were supposedly from Normandy, but that's the bit I can't get, any info from these genealogists are from there. Gosh, 350 pen sites. Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds daft, but I'm not bothered about selling anything at the minute because I don't want to have to go to the post office. I'll be glad when it's all over and I can go back to the post office again. I bought a lot of things online, I must admit. I'd just like to prove once and for all that my ancestry was French. But on my DNA thing, it didn't show anything. But I mean, my grandparents told me all about this French Normandy heritage that they'd heard of from their mums, So it's not that long ago in generations that people came from Normandy, settled in Liverpool. Oh, Rosie's going to make some videos today. She sent me a message. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised that my DNA is not showing any French. I'd really like to find that bit out to make sure that it's not just a complete myth. But why would my grandparents make up things like that? Explaining the reasons why they came over and what they came over to do and stuff like that. Yeah, that's where my family settled first of all, in Liverpool, and they came from Normandy. Ethnicities, it shows what did it say? Here we go, I've got it here. I'm 57% Irish, Scottish and Welsh. Well, I knew that. 27% English, 9% Scandinavian, 3% Finnish, and 2% West Asian. But it doesn't mention anything to do with France, which really upset me. I was determined it was going to say something about French. I knew it was Irish and Scottish. That was no surprise. Yeah. The Welsh bit's a bit more surprising. Yeah, well, I think a lot of our ancestors did come from the sort of Viking invasions and stuff like that. Yeah, West Asia means Afghanistan and places like that. So I don't know where that little bit comes from, Ian. But I'm only 2%. Yeah, it was highlighted on the bits that were Asian. They highlighted it up. It was, where are we now? Turkey and Iran and Afghanistan. But mostly Turkey and Iran was the bit that I'm from. Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about that on my DNA, but I suppose it's way, way, way back. I mean, we must be all linked in some way. Yeah, I mean, we've all got some, like, Viking or something in us, haven't we? Because when they came over pillaging and raping the women and stuff like that, we've probably all got a bit of Danish. Yeah, I wish I could find out something more interesting, Nelly, on mine. All of my ancestors I can trace back seem to be Scottish and Irish. You know, when I go back a few kind of generations. But it's mostly the generations I can go back to, which are like my grandparents, great grandparents are all listed as being Irish or Scottish. I would love to have a bit of something exotic. Oh, this is really subtle. Look at it, it's pushing along. Can you see? You're getting all these lumpy bits. So hard to crochet with. I'm glad I only bought one colour of this. Really glad I only bought one colour of this. Well, before anybody says take your tablets, I started taking them in the morning now. So I don't have to take them at night. What am I making? I'm making like a beach top thing. Oops, can you see it? Very, very open work, like a beach top. Pattern is also that there as well. Woo. That to me looks like they've sewn it too tightly. I don't know whether that... Because there's no shaping at the bottom there. It's just straight when you read the instructions. Right, you're off for the night, are you, Jill? Bye-bye. Why am I taking people's tablets? Yeah, I like swallowing tablets whole, yes. Who else is going now? Is Jill going? Yeah, yeah, just Jill that's going. I thought I was missing people there. Oh, yeah, I think it's Sandra who always reminds me to take my pills. All right, you're going to bed as well, are you, Miguel? Yeah, I won't be long, actually, because it's 12:15 and I'm... Yeah, yeah. You got to do a different variety, though, Heather. You can't just do... What this yarn wouldn't do in that white one anyway, because it's too wobbly, you know, too wrinkly. Look at it, it's like weird, isn't it? That's why I'm doing it in this, because it's like a textured beach wrap thing, yeah. I mean, this yarn is already driving me potty. What am I using? It's ice yarn. It's called Palermo cotton or something. So I'm not keen on it. It's got like wrinkly bits, and when you push it, it all goes along. Yeah, but I'm not making this for myself, Heather, don't forget. I'm making it... Oh, hi, Stella. Yeah, I have to make odd designs and all kinds of things, you know, for the shop. I don't always just make what I like. I mean, I like the white one, but it wouldn't do for me to just make only things that I like, yeah? Because then there wouldn't be much variety on the... And that's the beauty of our shop, is because there's two of us. Kelly's style of crochet is completely different to mine. So we get even more variety. Because her choice of colours is completely different to mine as well. Which is good, really, because it's not like all one load of stuff, is it then? You know, obviously people have got different tastes. Some people like Kelly's colours and some people like mine, yeah. The shop's very quiet at the minute, Trev, but I'm not really worried at the moment because I just don't want to go to the post office, to be quite honest. So I'm not doing as much promotion as I should be doing. I'm making stuff for it, so, you know, hopefully, you know, going to give it all a vamp when all this is over. We were going to start doing it like this month, giving it a bit more oomph and that, but with all the postage situation, we decided to just let it slide a bit. Yeah, there's no point, you know, making things if you can't deliver, is there? You know, that's the way we're thinking at the minute. I certainly don't want to go to the post office, yeah. I mean, our post office has always got queues in it. The weight and stuff. And then you just put your money in, or then you put it in this bag thing and it just goes. But our post office doesn't. You have to stand in the queue and stand in the queue and then get it weighed. Then it takes forever. But I went to the post office once, I think it was in Bolton. And as you walked in, like, you know, this woman was saying, if you've got a parcel, you can just use this automated service. And I thought, oh, that's brilliant. You put your parcel on this weighing machine. It told you how much it was going to be, and then you paid with the card or whatever. And then it gave you this like printed out slip thing to stick on the label. It gave you the airmail sticker. It gave you the, you know, the sticker to fill in for the customs and that. I thought, how brilliant. Why don't they have them in all the post offices? But then I suppose they'd be saying, oh, they're doing the people out of a job that work in the post office. But our post office is that dozy anyway. You know, there's never any more than 2 or 3 people on. There's about 6 windows, like cubicle windows or whatever. And they're really slow, yeah, working out everything. I mean, I've already got me labels on. I've already got me customs labels. I write them out before I go. It still takes them forever to print it all out and put the stamp stuff on it and stuff. Oh, I'd love to do it myself and, you know, weigh it myself and do it all. I mean, sometimes I'm like queued out the door. I'm there forever. But we shall have to see. I mean, I was selling more things when I was on Etsy, but it's just, you know, I just didn't agree with their policies. So I just don't know. Just don't know what. Yeah, today wasn't as nice, was it, in the UK as it was yesterday? I mean, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I think it was, I was outside on the deck doing my ironing. Oh, you had to leave and come back. I know it's been buffering, that's the way it is. But I'm going to be buffering off to bed soon, so I've almost reached the end of my ball, so I don't want to join a ball in the middle of a row because it's such an open work pattern. You know, you'd find it hard to darn it in, wouldn't you? Oh, it's just driving me potty, this lot. No, I don't think there's enough to do 2 rows. There's only enough to do 1. Oh, did you get your tooth took out at the finish, Ian? I know you were waiting for it. You had toothache, didn't you? I know, it hurt when I had my tooth out, but I was so glad to get rid of it. Because I had so much pain with it every time I ate. Yeah, I'm going in a minute as well, Trev. Lovely to see you. Glad you came on tonight, yeah. You know, you always make me day when you come on, Trev. I need to go and have a look at your stuff one day. I need to know your name on eBay, then I can have a nosy. Yeah, hope you're not hurting too much, are you? Yeah, night, Trev. I don't think I'm going to attempt another row with this bit of yarn I've got left. I think I'd be playing yarn chicken. And I'd be losing, and I'd have to undo the whole row. And that would upset me. Oh, thank you. You're so kind to me, Trev. You know, I love me jewellery. Look, that's my bit I've done so far. It doesn't look much, but I think it's nice. Yeah. I'm going to have to give them my IOUs, I think, off Amazon. Because I'm not going to be able to go out shopping. Yeah. Mine was only ill for about a day or two, my tooth. And then I was so glad to get rid of it because it was so much pain. You know, once the socket sort of hardened a bit. Because it was a big tooth that they took out as well. So I've got a big gap there. Like 2 teeth missing almost. It was such a big tooth. Yeah. Yeah, I've got quite a long length of yarn here. But I know that it wouldn't go far when I start to go across the row. I hate joining things in the middle of a row. So I think I'm going to snip it and join on another ball. Use that bit to stitch up with or something. I don't know whether you're the same with anything. They hate joining yarn in the middle of a row. I've always hated it, even when I was knitting. No matter how much you darn it in or do it in, it's never right, is it? And I don't like these Russian joins. They only work if you're using pure wool. Russian joins do not work on synthetic, they just pull apart. Right, well, I've done one ball. Yeah. Who was amazing? The dentist. My dentist broke my tooth and she was taking it out. But I got by. Let's just say got by. Right, people, it's 12:30 and I've been on here for 3.5 hours, so I think it's time I took my little backside to bed. I'm glad you've had your tooth out, Ian, and I hope you're out of pain soon. And so it's goodbye to everybody who's left on here. Ian's left on here. I think Nathan's still here. We've got quite a lot of other people on here. Well, good night, Claire. Yeah, I'm going to have a lie-in tomorrow because I didn't have a nap this afternoon, so I'm a bit tired. You know, my meds, I've only got to take one because I take them in the morning now. I've had a swap round because I don't forget them in the morning. Oh, thank you, Stella. Oh, we've got Stella and Ella. Night, Teresa, Melly. Night, Ian. If you don't get a notification, you know I'm going to be here, Ian. So, you know, you've got no excuse. Oh, dear. Anyway, I'm going to go. So good night to everybody, and I'll see you all. Well, I'll probably make a video in the week. Not a live video. I'll just make a video in the week. So, yeah, check next time. Don't forget anybody who's in America, don't forget the time difference. Because I'll be on an hour. Oh, it'll be later. Oh, I don't know. Our clocks go forward. So, no, they don't. They go back. Our clocks go back. So we're losing an hour. That's right, yeah. Or is it forward? Oh, I can't remember. No, I think it's forward. Spring forward, fall back into, yeah. I think it's going forward. Yeah, we're losing an hour. Yeah. Okay, right, Chris. Oh, Teresa, you're coming back and I'm just going now. Oh, poor Teresa. Yeah, spring forward and fall back into, yeah. Yeah, so I'm losing an hour. So it's now like 1:30 instead of 12:30, yeah. So why am I a coward, Susan? Just because I'm going to bed? Yeah, I'm off now, Nathan, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I'm a coward, Susan, but never mind. Oh, gosh. Right, everybody, I really am going now. So bye, and I will see you all next week. Bye now.